Start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Tridathiram originator, the Emperor of spiritual kingdom, sensational writer, the author of more than 100 divine holy scriptures, Hindu virtue donor, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Karma Yogam chapter. So last week what we learned, we'll recap that. Okay. So last week we came to know that the ignorant man, he thinks that he is the doer of the task, but actually the tasks are being done based on the system of the nature. In the system of the nature, when karma activates gunas, due to that all the actions are happening. So that's what the system is set up by the God, and in this nature all the things are happening. And that's about the ignorant man who thinks that he is the doer and he is earning the karma with ego. When it comes to the person who knows the philosophy of the body, so the one who knows about the philosophy of the body, he knows that all the tasks are happening because of the karma he got. So the karma is activating gunas because of that, and the things, the activities, actions are happening from the body. So that is the main difference between the ignorant man, how he thinks, and the knower of the wisdom, how he thinks. And also God said that the person who is very much involved in the nature related external world, and who is much more related to the emotions, who is attached much more to the emotions, and that person will have much more interest towards those emotions, and they will be doing the task. The knower of the wisdom should not make them move, should not poke them, we can say, because for a person who is played by the karma, the ignorant man, when he is doing the task, every task is associated with either good or merit, merit or sin. Every actions, fruits of action, every task will have fruits of action. Every action will have its own fruits that's invisible, either it may be a good or sin. So that's what we cannot avoid that. The same way, when there is a song, it will have rhythm. We cannot avoid rhythm from the song. Like that, the ignorant man, anyway, he will be doing the task and earning the karma because of the ego. So when we know this principle, we, the knower of the wisdom, we should not we should not disturb the person who is much more attached to the emotions, because he would have more interest on those emotions and the task related to those emotions or gunas. So we came to know about an example of a movie. In the movie, there is a film of the light focus falls on the film through the projector. The projector will project the film on the screen. Then the pictures move on the screen. All the pictures move on the screen. So if you want to make a movement of the pictures on the screen, it is impossible. If you only remove the film from the projector, that is possible. In the similar way, the actions of a creature you cannot change, When you change the karma of the creature, then actions are going to change. So that's why, so since it is known to the knowers of the wisdom should not disturb the person who is doing the task according to his karma. So that's why the people who are having very good name in the societies, when those kind of people in the name of spiritual gurus and something else, when they tell to the people that you do good task, not to do any bad task, good task, uh, then if somebody takes that word and wants to implement in his life to do only good tasks, it's not going to happen. uh, on some day the time may come to do bad task by that person. Then that person may think that, oh, I wanted to be strict on doing the good task, unexpectedly happened the bad task, so I think this is not suitable for me. This may be suitable for those people who wear saffron clothes and they will not have any task to do for their life. So that's why God clearly said that don't disturb the one who is bound by the karma, and don't tell the people that you do good task, you do bad task, or any difference. So tell the people how to avoid the karma, that is in your hand. So doing the task is not in anyone's hand. So that's why God said that you stop thinking about the task, what is happening. Just do the way how do you avoid the karma from the task. So for that, so he is telling a good principle to avoid the karma over here in the next slokam. Let us learn that today. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशी निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः. What he is saying over here, you leave all the karmas unto me. You just be with the thinking, spiritual thinking, and you don't think about the wanting of the kingdom. You avoid the attachment, the emotion attachment. Then whatever the feeling you got, you avoid that also. Then you do the battle, you participate in the battle. Here God is saying over here. So here the speciality in the slokam, what God said is sarva karmani, that means all the activities, actions. All the activities or actions means, all the tasks means, the tasks can be good, can be bad, any task. You should not think that since God said, God must be telling about only good tasks, so we should keep importance on the good tasks only. That's not correct. So he is saying my sarvani karmani, that means all the task, every task, that can be a good task, that can be a bad task. So the bad task or good task not in your hand. Karma plays you. How karma tunes you, you will be playing according to that. Nothing is in your hand. Only one method is in your hand to avoid the karma, that God said that if you keep away the ego, you are not going to earn any karma. So when you earned the karma in the last birth, the karma at present which plays you, which tunes you, is called initiative karma. All the tasks are happening because of the initiative karma. You cannot avoid that at all, at any cost. You must undergo to that task. But God is saying not to show any ego while the task is happening. When you don't show ego, then you are not earning any karma out of that task. So, when you are showing ego, what's happening? A future karma will be written on you. We know that we are not the doer of the task, but we are unnecessarily listening to the ego and claiming that the task done by me. An ignorant man will think that he is the doer of the task, then he is earning the karma. When that thing is happening, a karma is written on you. If you perform a good task, good karma will be written on you. If you perform bad task, bad that sin will be written on you. Both sin and merit, you should experience it when that karma comes into the force. So that might come into your next birth. So then you have to experience. Whatever you are experiencing currently is of what you did in the past birth. So that's why God said that you do the task. Anyway, the task will happen from your body. But the fruits of task or actions is sin or merit. All those karmas, leave it to me, God said. You leave all the karmas to God and you just be in the task. The task will happen. You don't earn any karma. So when you do in that way, even if you are participating in the battlefield, killing many people, that's a big sinful act, even though you are not going to earn any karma because you are doing what God said. What God said to avoid the karma. So here let's know another Shlokam. ये मे मतमिदं नित्यमनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो अनसूयन्तो उच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः. So in this slokam what he is saying, ye me matam idam nityam anutishtanti manavaha, that means the human beings who are following this process what I told every day in their life, what happens to them when they do with greater interest on that, they will not have any hatred towards what Lord Krishna said, and they will leave all their karma. Karma is not going to attach to them. Then they will be away from the karma. We came to know that when you show ego, then the karma is attached to you. When you don't have ego, you don't get any karma to experience, any karma to earn. So the good task or bad task, whatever you are performing, they are coming in line when your initiative karma is in force. It is happening when your initiative karma activates gunas. Gunas will make you move here and there and do the task. But when tasks are happening, when you are showing ego, again you are earning karma. So when you don't show ego, then you are not earning karma. So what God said, my sarvani karmani, he said that my sarvani karmani sangasyat sanyasyadhyatma chetasa, he said. So all the karmas leave to me. Then you just have spiritual thinking. Think about Atma. Then no karma is attached to you. So when you show interest on what God said, when you don't show any hatred on what God said, the method, when you follow it, what He said, then you are away from the karma itself. So the future karma is not going to attach it to you. So, when the people are doing so, as Lord Krishna said, they are called karma yogis. Whatever the task they perform in their life, they are not going to earn any karma. So, if you have any questions, you can ask. If not, let's move on to the another shlokam. Ye tvetadabhyasuyanto नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतं सर्वज्ञानविमूढां स्थान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः. See here, in the above slokam he said, those who get interest on what I explained, I preached, and those who follow what I told, they will not get any attachment of the karma. They will be liberated because they are not earning karma. After some births, their karma will be destroyed totally. Then they need not born again in this sorrowful world itself. So here what he is saying, there are some people who dislike what God said, and they don't show any interest what God preached to us. So those kind of people, they will go away from the wisdom path. So they will not get any wisdom, divine wisdom. So they will lose that total wisdom of the God what he explained over here. That's what he is saying. So in this world, there are many people who will be showing the differentiation of the tasks what the people perform. So people do perform good tasks, people do perform bad tasks in their daily life. So we will categorize the person, he is good because he is doing good task, he is bad because he is doing bad task. That is natural. So everybody will see what the person is doing, but they don't know what their karma was written in their head. So, but God is saying that you should not show any difference on good task and bad task. Think them equally and perform the task. Don't show any differentiation on that. When God said this one, many people dislike this. Hey, what he is saying? We call bad task doer is a bad person, good task doer is a good person. But why God is saying like that? God is not telling. He is not telling right. So Lord Krishna is not telling right. So then they dislike what Lord Krishna preached. What Lord Krishna explained the method, how do we avoid the karma. So they don't like Lord Krishna's wisdom. They will show hatred on the God's wisdom itself. And those people, they like much more the wisdom related to the nature or knowledge related to the nature itself. So they think that that is a great wisdom. The wisdom of nature is the great compared to the God's wisdom. They think that way. They will be away from the wisdom path itself. God is saying that they will become totally ignorant. They will be away from the God's wisdom itself. They will not hold any divine wisdom with them. That's what the loss they are going to get. So let's move on to the next slokam. Sadrusham chestate swasyaha prakruterjnanavanapi prakrutim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. So here it's very good explanation about how do we have to think about the tasks here. Even though he is the knower of the wisdom, he has to um, behave or conduct according to his past birth karma. Other creatures also doing the same thing, and they are getting the results according to that. And nobody should not show reluctant towards that. Nobody should not show any reluctance towards that, because here if you think that you can avoid the task, is it possible? It's not possible at all. We came to know that the initiative karma is the one, when it is coming into force, it will activate your emotions. When emotions are activated, then your body will move and perform the task. That is the principle, that is the system of the nature is already set up over here. So when you try to eliminate the picture from the screen, it's not possible, we came to know. When you remove the film, the picture is gone. When you remove your karma, the tasks are gone. So if you don't change your karma internally inside your head, the tasks never going to change outside what you perform. So nobody cannot avoid that. Even the demigods, Vishnu, Ishvara, Brahma, also should follow the same, because they are also creatures. They also have the karma. They also must experience karma. So this is written, this is the law for every creature. Every creature must be played by the initiative karma itself. So nobody cannot cross this limit set by the nature. So even though he is the knower of the wisdom, when prarabdha karma or initiative karma, which is in force, when the tasks are happening, even the knower of the wisdom also cannot avoid the task. He has to follow according to the karma itself. So though he is the knower of the wisdom, his conduct is not in his hand. So though he is a great, he is the knower of the wisdom much more, sometimes some incidents will happen there, he must have to perform the bad task itself. Then you should not think that he is the bad person, but he is the knower of the wisdom. So because he is doing all the tasks equally, he is giving importance to equally to all the tasks, if it is good or if it is bad, whatever it may be, he has the equality on any task, and he will be doing the task with the same interest, same with the same way. What he does a good, what he does a good task, what he does the bad task, everything is same. But the knower of the wisdom, he does the task as a karma yogi. He does not show ego on any task, and he will leave all the karmas onto the God itself. So he is not going to attach any karma. So this process, this method, many people did not understand. So they are expecting different way, and they are deviating from the process what Lord Krishna said. So So those kind of people, even though they are nearby the Bhagavad Gita scripture, they are not able to grasp the uh, truth what Lord Krishna told us. So even though he is the knower of the wisdom, according to his previous birth, he has to behave or he has to conduct, he has to follow. That everybody should remember that. So even though he is a great knower of the wisdom, though he knows the much more wisdom, uh, though he is following the karma yogam process, he has to follow according to the bond of the karma. And there is no exception for anybody, even though he is a ordinary human being, he also must follow according to the karma itself. Karma is not going to leave anybody. Don't think that, oh, karma may not get attached and karma may not implement totally on me. It's not like that. Karma will have list of all the things that should be executed, that will definitely execute. It will not leave a single piece. So even you are a great president of the country, or even if you are a very very ordinary person, karma behaves same with everybody. It treats all the creatures one and the same when enforcing karma. So whenever whatever the task should happen will definitely happen according to the list of karma what you earned in our past birth. So if somebody wants to be reluctant from that, no, it's bad task, I don't want to do, I'm going to get karma. No, 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 it cannot be allowed. So you must be forced to do the task. So it depends on the what karma you earned, but not your wish, but not your thinking. So if you want to be reluctant, then it's not going to work out over there. So that's why in some instances, some people, even though they behave good in their whole life, at one day they would be doing bad task and will become bad, will get the bad popularity in the society itself, because the reason is his past birth karma only. So, so this is the law what God explained to us, what God told to us. So whatever the God preached to us is the righteousness. So in that way we need to follow. Whenever we follow according to the God what He explained, then we will avoid the future karma. So we are ending the session today over here. Let us do prarthana. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodharpanam to everybody.